So on a question like this, it wouldn't seem like Desmos would be a viable option, but it absolutely is. So whenever you have x on both sides and you're trying to find the solution, you're really trying to find the intersection of these two functions. But let's look at it a couple ways. So let's go ahead to Desmos in the upper right corner. If I have anything from a previous problem, I'll go ahead and press the gear icon and delete all. And then let's get it to a comfortable viewing window here. And I'm just going to type this in. So I'm going to press 1, and then I like to do the / on my keyboard to get the horizontal fraction bar. We'll type in the x plus 1, and notice that gives us this hyperbolic function. I'm going to go to the right, press equals, and do 3 / again, 5x minus 1. And notice what happens here. It finds for me the solution, which is going to be x equals something. And in this case, if I go ahead and zoom in a little bit, I can see that it's x equals 2. So keep in mind, x equals a number is always a vertical line. That's why the solution shows up as a vertical line. So I get my answer is 2, and I could just move on here. So D is the correct answer. However, to show you another approach, just so you feel comfortable, whenever you do have a variable on each side, you could treat both sides as their own functions. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that and put it here instead. And I don't have to put y equals, because whenever it is just y equals something, I don't have to put that, which is nice. And then I'm looking for the intersection. So it's obviously going to be much harder to do it this way. I have to be looking at it in quite a bit of detail, but you can see that here, these two are intersecting, and we're looking for that x coordinate, which is 2. So it's definitely easier to put them equal to each other, because then you just get this vertical line at the solution instead of having to find the x coordinate of the point of intersection. And we would absolutely be done, and you can turn off this video if you feel content with that. But for some of you, I know that you're concerned about knowing how to do the math for your own math class. And so if you're one of those students, let's go ahead and continue. Whenever I have two fractions set equal to each other, we call that a proportion, and I can cross multiply. So 1 times 5x minus 1 is obviously just gonna continue to be the 5x minus 1. And then on the other cross product, I have 3 times x plus 1, which I can go ahead and distribute as well. So we'll get the x's to one side by subtracting the 3x. We'll add the 1 to the other side, divide both sides by 2, and we get the correct answer is D. But Desmos was a pretty neat way to do it as well.